There are two kinds of people in this world, the unsuccessful and the successful. We all want that elite, happy, and joyful life because we aren't sure if we'll even get the next breath or not, and that is why living to the fullest in this moment matters the most. If you keep waiting and waiting and waiting for the right time, you'll never take actions because distractions and other things will always come up. The sixth bad habit that is plaguing our society at all stages is the habit of being rigid and having a fixed mindset. Imagine that you go to a doctor and the doctor says that for your better health you need to quit coffee. But you say, no, I have been drinking coffee for almost all of my life. I cannot quit that now. It's the way it's been and it will be like that forever. You think that way and you're even compromising your life and your health just because you're rigid on that one point that I have to drink coffee. It's the same with all kind of addictions, whether it's smoking, drinking, alcohol, and all of those things. You lose your health, you lose the peace in your family, you lose your money and so many different things, but you don't get rid of that habit. You're rigid on that. Why? Because you think that that's the way it's been and it should be like that and I cannot change. Having that kind of fixed mindset never allows you to grow, and that fixed mindset will also not allow you to achieve your dreams and live a great life, because to climb that wall and to go on to the successful style side, you need to grow. You need to take steps that help you to grow. And if you have this habit in you of being rigid and of not accepting new perspectives, you will not be able to do that and you will remain in that mediocre 95% group. What do you want? Do you want to be in the 5% or in the 95%? If you continue this habit, you will be in the 95%, while if you get over this and if you really want to achieve success, you will get over this. This is the sixth most important habit that you need to get over. And now we'll move on to the seventh one. Let's say that you buy a course on how to make 10 lakh rupees per month. You think that, wow, this is so great. After watching this, I'll be able to make 10 lakh rupees per month. You finish that course, you see all of what they've told, and you start applying that to your side hustle and your business. What happens is you apply that for 2 months and all you are earning is 2 to 3 lakhs per month. You are disappointed. You think that the course cheated you. They said that you would make 10 lakh rupees per month, but you're just making 2 to 3 lakhs. You feel that way, right? Anyone who bought that course would feel that way. But the truth is, the problem is not in the course. The problem is in us. We think that by watching a course or by doing something, we will be able to earn 10 lakh rupees per month or whatever it is, we'll get that result instantly. But that is not how that happens. The person who would have created that course, the person who is actually making 10 lakh rupees per month using that method, would have taken months and years to reach that level. So you don't have to keep unrealistic expectations. You don't have to compare your level 1 to someone's level 15. If you want to do that, you need to get to level 15 yourself and then see if you're earning similarly or more, or whatever your parameter is. So think of that and don't compare and don't keep unrealistic expectations to achieve something. When you go into college, what happens is that you spend 3 to 4 years learning and perfecting a skill, and then you're a fresher in the job market where you get a nominal starting salary. We all understand that. But then why do we keep unrealistic expectations for other things? Like we learn something new and we think that we should get the result instantly. What we need to think is that for everything we do, it's like we are going into college and there is an incubation period. In that period, results will not come. We will not see any growth. But all that matters is giving in those efforts and doing things without any expectations. One thing I want to mention is that not having expectations does not mean that you do not have goals. There's a very big difference between these two. When you have a solid goal, you know where you are going, where you need to go. But when you have an expectation, you're like, I need to get there in 1 month. It does not work that way. You know that you want to get there and just keep working towards it. If you know you're on the right path, you will reach there. One analogy that I really like about this is that, let's say that you want to go to New Delhi, but you are on the path to Agra. What happens is, even if you reach Agra in that haste, in that expectation that I have to go somewhere, I have to do something, you will reach Agra, but it won't be of any good at all. But if you have not reached New Delhi yet, but you know that you are on the path that leads to New Delhi, you will be happy and you will actually achieve success. And that happens when you don't keep any expectations, when you know that you're just working towards that, you are on the right path, and soon in 1 month, 2 years, 3 years, whatever it is, you will start seeing the results. Believe in the process, believe in your goal, believe in yourself. Don't keep unrealistic expectations, and you will achieve the success you desire. Every time you board a plane and when you are given safety instructions, there is one thing that is mentioned. Please wear your own oxygen mask first in case of any emergency, and then help your passenger out. It does not only work on airplanes, it works in real life too. You cannot help others until and unless you help yourself and take care of yourself. If you have a water bottle but it's empty and a thirsty man comes to you and says, please give me water, you have this water bottle, will you be able to give that water to him? Will you be able to serve that old man, that thirsty man? You wouldn't, because you don't have that water yourself. So instead of trying to help others first, we need to prioritize our own happiness, our own health, our own self-care, our own self-love, and then only will we be able to give those things to others. When you go to a gym or when you go to a yoga class, do you think that you will believe a person who is fat and says that you do this and you will lose weight? You'll see that that person does not have those results. That person has not reached that level, and that is why you won't believe that person, because that person does not have anything to offer you. In the same way, it does not mean that you're selfish if you're prioritizing yourself and doing things for yourself, because until and unless you don't do that, you will not be able to help others out and help them grow. If you help someone else wear their own oxygen mask first before you wear yours, you will struggle for oxygen, that other person will struggle, and both of you will ultimately lose time and go down instead of going up. And that will create more disaster, more distress, and more problems. So what you need to do is focus on yourself, prioritize yourself, and do what matters for your growth and for you. When you do that, you will be able to help others out as well, because your oxygen mask will be on and your water bottle will be full. Do that and you will achieve success faster than ever, because you'll be able to guide others and learn through that process as well. You are lying on your deathbed, and as you go through your life, as you replay it on fast forward mode in your mind, what do you think will you remember the most? Will it be the moments where you enjoyed yourself, where you lived to the fullest? Or will it be the moments where you were full on cranky about little problems that didn't even matter? Obviously, it would be the former. But in life, what we do is that almost 70 to 80% of the time, we focus on the latter. Instead of creating beautiful memories, creating happy and positive moments, we focus on small, little, insignificant problems and fights with others, and that creates problems for us, and it does not allow us to focus on what we truly want to, and that does not allow us to get into that 5% successful group. Greatest example of this is that we gossip. We talk about how that other person was wrong, oh, he did this, he did that. How does that even matter to us? How do those little problems that go through our mind, that pollute our mind, how do they matter to us? Not at all. But we still focus on those little things, and it creates unsuccessful people. That is why 95% of people are still in the unsuccessful category, because they focus on little small problems that don't even matter. Instead of wasting your energy on such small things, focus your energy on what matters the most. Leave 5 to 10% of your time here. Actually, the better thing is you don't leave any time here and focus completely on your goal, on your path, and you will see change in yourself. You will feel more focused, you'll feel more happy, you'll feel more directed, and that will help you create more success, lead a great life, and achieve your dreams. What are these little problems though? Imagine, what do I have to cook today? You spend 2 hours going through a food delivery app thinking of what food should I order today? Is this menu good or not? Is this good or not? Do you think that is a productive use of your time? You're spending way too much energy, attention, and time on such a small problem. Instead, what you could have done was that every Sunday you sit down for 2 hours, plan your whole weekly meal plan, and then order exactly as you need, or cook more on Sunday only and store that, and then just heat that up each day of the week. Your mind is freed of many hours of unnecessary thinking. This is how you can handle one problem where you focus too much on little things. Another example is that your office work is incomplete or whatever it is. Instead of thinking about that problem, you just take action and finish that work off. It does not remain a problem thereafter. So, whatever you do, get over these little problems by taking quick action. And if something takes you less than 2 minutes to do that right away, and you won't have another problem to worry about at the end of the day. Apply this process. Think that you don't have to focus on little problems, and focus on the main big picture. Create beautiful memories, and your life will be one that was well worth living. Mistakes are one of the most important parts of our learning process. Thomas Edison made many mistakes before he finally got the right light bulb, and that is helping us so much in our lives today. In the same way, whatever we do, we need to be able to accept our mistakes and learn from that. We need to accept that we can be wrong. But what we instead do is we hide our mistakes from others. We try to create this false social image in front of others that we are perfect, we have everything sorted out. But in reality, we don't. We don't have all of this sorted out. We have our own problems, we have our own mistakes. But we don't want to showcase that, because we feel that the world will think that person is a failure because he made mistakes. The truth is, if you really want to cross this big wall and go to that level, become successful, get in the top 5%, you need to let the world say whatever they want. If they say that you are a failure, say it's fine. What you instead need to do is don't focus on that. Focus on your own learning, your growth, and accept mistakes. Don't focus on proving yourself right to this world, because people will come and go. And if you just focus on a small group of people, it is never really going to help you. So admit that you are wrong. Admit that even there are things that can make you unsuccessful as well, and grow through that. Grow through those mistakes. Understand how it can be improved, and that is one of the most important traits of successful people. Yes, once you do that, what will happen is that you will learn new things. You won't be afraid to say no, or to ask, how can I make this better? That fear won't be in you. You won't seek perfection. You will start taking massive action, and that is what will lead you to more success, more achievement, and into the top 5%. Don't focus on being right, focus on growing. Now, these were the top 10 bad habits that create this big wall between unsuccessful and successful people. Once you learn and once you overcome these 10 habits, you will be able to go to that successful category and achieve your dreams, live that great life, and enjoy your time on this planet. That is when you will truly be able to make the fullest of each moment you have, and you will not be worried about taking the biggest risk of moving towards death. You will instead be happy that with each moment and with each risk I'm taking, I am able to live more, I am able to enjoy more, and I am able to do more. By changing and getting rid of these 10 habits, your life will completely change. What you need is massive action. You just can't wait and sit around for something to happen. You have to make that happen. And for that, you need to understand how to form good habits. That is a very detailed process, and that process is what we'll understand in our next video. Now, what you need to do is reflect over these 10 habits and see which ones affect you most and which ones are stopping you from crossing this wall. All of them are important to overcome, but there will be some that affect you most and there will be some that don't affect you at all. So identify that, take a pen and paper, reflect on that, and then write down in the comments below and tell me which habit has affected you the most and which habit are you ready to change now. Let me know, because that is the only way in which we will achieve success and grow. That is your task for now. Stay tuned for the next video in which we will learn exactly the whole process of building new habits and doing all of those things, and that process will help you take that massive action and achieve success. Subscribe for that and hit the notification bell so you don't miss that video. Also, like this video and share it with as many people as possible so that more and more people get from this 95 into the 5%, and we turn that ratio from 95 to 5, from 90 to 90 and 10. If we actually do that, if we actually share, and if we actually build and grow together in a community, that can happen. Nothing is impossible. Let's connect, let's share this with the world, and let's change that ratio to make it 90-10 instead of 95 and 5. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next video where we'll learn more about the process.